my first exam. How I study exactly. Good morning! Right now it's 8:56 o'clock, but if you've been following me on my other socials as well, you know that I love studying first thing in the morning because that's when our brain is more accessible to new information and it literally absorbs and soaks in everything that you study. As you can tell from my voice, I came down with something. Today's Thursday, so usually I would go to university, but I don't want other students to also get sick, so I've decided to stay at home. In 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna be writing my first exam, and I'm so behind that we need to start studying right now, intensively, and then we can have breakfast. Now I want to show you how I study exactly right now. I have my study notes right here, and now listen closely because this is my approach in which I combine active recall with the conventional study notes. For instance, I write down the title of the theory like I did here. You can't see it because it's a mess, but that's not important. And then I first try to write everything down from memory, like without looking at the rest. And I try to remember what the theory was all about and write it down, and then I compare it with my study notes. Otherwise you end up just feeling like you study because you look at your notes but you don't really get it. Oh, and the reason why this works is because our brain tries to fill in knowledge gaps. So if it sees, oh, I don't know what this is about, it's more likely to focus and understand the content when you're going through it again in order to understand it. So you're gonna understand it more deeply, because evolutionary our brain had to focus on the things which we did not know, and so this is a great method to make use of it. So, oh my gosh. So now I'm gonna continue studying, and I'm also brave enough to deal with some past exam papers because that is the number one best way you can possibly prepare yourself for the exams. So my camera is charging, but what I'm gonna do now is I will go out on a walk because I need fresh air immediately. Plus, I want to use this opportunity to listen to a podcast about the topic that I'm studying, which is general psychology. And I guess after the walk, I will even try to explain to you some psychology stuff that I'm learning so that we can get smarter together. So let's go! So I came home a little bit later than expected, to be honest. It was a long walk. However, I still need to get quite a lot of things done in terms of my studies. And I will make use of this whiteboard because it feels so much more productive writing things down on my whiteboard. Plus, it reduces my back pain since I don't have to sit all day. The topic that I've been currently studying, I would claim that it's complex because there are a lot of things and theories about it, but it is also pretty interesting, to be honest. I will write down a few things and then I will tell you more about it. So today my focus was to study more about human motivation. So what motivates us basically and why we do some things over others. Like why would you prefer to study instead of going out with your friends, for instance? And there are several theories which try to explain it. I guess especially the theory from Atkinson seems to be a very important one regarding my upcoming exam. Actually, there is so much more about the topic of motivation, but there's just not enough space, like neither in my head nor on the whiteboard. So this is a brief overview of what I was studying today. With this way it looks so simple and easy, especially when it comes to the exam questions. They put it sometimes in a way that makes it so difficult. I gave my best to use the active recall method while writing these things on my whiteboard. I tried not to look at my notes while writing these things down.